some courses just happened. Not bad though. Like you fucking nailing it, man. Like it sounded like real. Last night I had a couple scotch and I fucking broke it. I said, I want to listen to this. And actually you talking and going, holy fuck, this is real. I gotta tell my buddy he's doing a great job. And that takes a little bit of time. Like I'll be swearing.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to round number 2 of this weekend's doubleheader of the Pacific Canadians versus the Fraser Valley Aces, live from Abbotsford, British Columbia at Summit Center. As we wind down to the last couple of seconds of the warm-up and teams are getting ready, whistle's been blown so that the teams can get their pucks back together and get this team underway. Looking forward to another great game, and hopefully we don't have very many glitches, but it's the way of life of junior hockey where there's just constant glitches and constant mistakes, and like everything else, we just keep her going and keep on pushing. Let's get these teams ready, and thanks again for joining us here at Summit Center, and you're watching Pacific Canadians TV. Mesel from the point and around the net. Nicolette in the corner snags the puck. Gets back up to the neutral zone where Ram is able to pick it up quickly and heads back into the Aces end of the ice. Quick shot on net as it comes off the corner of the pad back up to the point, and Mezzo just narrowly misses as it heads on back down into the Canadiens' end. And here we head back down to the Aces end of the ice for the next face-off. Ram with the face-off. Up from Gray over to Rowan. Rowan can't quite get it cleared out as he takes a hit behind the corner. Guest quickly picks up the puck in behind the net. Up to the point. Christensen stops it from going out. Perez right there as it heads back down into the Canadiens' end. And we get the icing call as we head back down to the Aces end of the rink. There's the face-off. Rowan battling for it, couldn't quite keep control of it as it heads back into the neutral zone and down towards the Canadiens' end. Quick little pickup by Perez as he turns it around and keeps it back towards it. All players tag up and head back into the Aces end of the ice. Perez right there gets knocked away from the puck, gets shot back up to the neutral zone where Bell picks it up and chips it back in towards the net. Quick little regroup in behind the net for the Aces as it heads back up. Perez puts a stop to it and passes it back to Guest. Back up to Perez. Meslo at the point, keeps it in. Heads back to the neutral zone. Bell picks it up. Takes it back in. Heading in deep. Quick little shot and it ricochets up and over the goalie's head. Rowan in the corner with Kelman. Jahari right there to support. Kelman keeping an edge on it. Back towards the net. Jahari right there, and the goalie puts a glove on it, putting a stop to play. And there's the draw. Lopez right there to try and pick it up. Quick little battle in the corner. Canadiens are able to keep this in. Kelman back down, takes a hit. Keeping it away as it heads out, and there's a delayed penalty on the call. As it looks like this penalty is going to go to Kelman, first one in the game. We're going to get a 2-minute checking call against Lucas Kelman. As we head back down to the Canadiens end of the ice, the next face-off. Quick little battle deep down in the Canadiens' ice as they're short-handed for this play. Tedesco right on top. Quick fire in behind the net. Meslo right there as it heads back up through the neutral zone. Lob right on him. Aces are trying to regroup, get control of the puck. Nicolette makes a forced pass as it heads back down into the Aces end of the ice, just in behind the net. Quick tap up and around. Nicolette. Rowan right there to keep it in. And the Aces are not able to get this cleared out of their zone as they battle to try and get this out. The Canadiens do a quick tag up as Nicolette chips it back in. Somoso right on top of that puck in the back corner. Nicolette gets the trip penalty. There's the delay, and there we go. Ending the power play for the Aces. as number 33 for the Aces gets a 2-minute tripping call, making this a 4-on-4 game.
Let's go, boys! Come on, shooter, let's go!
As we get ready for the face-off. Draw one by Rowan as it gets chipped towards the forward. Rowan with the nut, passes it over to Perez. Perez can't quite make it happen. As they head back up towards the point and out into the neutral zone, Rowan able to pick it up, taps it on back to Gray. Gray, quick little shot over to the corner. Back into the neutral zone. And there's the icing call. Take this back in behind the net. The Aces try to keep control of this puck. And back on up into the neutral zone, deep into the Canadiens' end of the ice. And a quick fire back from Lopez as he brings it in deep and wraps it around. Back up to the point, Meslo chips it towards the center. Lopez tries to grab it, can't quite snag it as it heads back into the neutral zone, and Meslo skates on back to grab that puck. Fire it back to the neutral zone. Tedesco in hard and fast. Tries to do a quick little centering pass, can't quite make it up there. A couple of quick chips right at the goalie. And the Aces are able to clear that from the zone as they head on back down toward the Canadiens' end of the ice. Gray with the puck, just in behind the net as they set out for the breakout. Back through the neutral zone. Christensen right on top. And it gets fired back towards the Canadiens' end of the ice. Perez there to pick it up. Centering pass up into the neutral zone. Perez right there. Can't quite take control of it. Huge hit by Perez. Guest back to Gray. Gray back to Guest. Taps it over to Rowan. Rowan fires it at the net and it just misses it narrowly. Back up to the point. Rowan with the goal. And it's in! First goal of the game by number 26, Rowan. Making this a 1-0 goal. 1-0 game for the Canadiens as Rowan takes the first goal of the game. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not quite able to see what the game clock is showing, so I don't know what time the game was at, or the goal was at, but there you have it, first goal of the game. Face off one, back towards the goalie.
Let's go, boys! Let's go!
Kalman with the face off. Wins the draw as it heads back to Lopez up to the point. Bell chips it in as it heads back out into the neutral zone. Meslo is able to chip it back deep into the Aces' end. Lopez right there with the big hit. Kalman responding right behind him. Bell keeping it in. And the Aces take control and head on back down to the far end for the whistle. Kalman with the face-off, wins the draw, back to Gray. Gray fires it up towards Lopez, who wraps it in behind the net. Rowan right there. Sorry, that was Jahari that was in the back corner. Up through the neutral zone to Jahari. Jahari takes control and ships it deep into the Aces' end. David Lopez right there to answer the call. Wraps it back around. Kelman on the other side. As it heads back into the neutral zone, Meslo picks it up and fires it across. And we're going to get a 2-minute penalty for Kelman. The whistle behind the play, 2 minutes for head contact. Well, it looks like you might be getting 4 minutes for head contact on that one. So we head down to the Canadiens' end of the ice for a face-off. Rob with the loss on that one. Meslo back to try and pick it up. Rob snags it. Meslo with the puck in the corner. Battles in behind the net. As the Canadiens try to fight this kill. Shot towards the goalie, and the goalie puts a glove on her. There's the face-off won by the Canadiens. Nicolette takes it in behind, fires it to Bell. Bell wraps it around in behind the net, fires it back across for Nicolette to try and grab. Heads into the neutral zone. Nicolette with a couple of quick jabs managed to free the puck up. Gets fired back across. Samosa just narrowly misses it as it heads back into the neutral zone and on into the Canadiens' end of the ice. Quick shot on net. Can't quite get it cleared through. As the Aces continue to battle back and forth in the Canadiens' end of the ice. Meslo in the back corner fighting for the puck. The Aces take another quick shot. Chips up into the air. Back up to the point for the Aces. Fires it towards the net. Missing it quite wide. Back up to the point. The Aces take another shot, and there it is! Top right corner. The Aces tie this game up, shorthanded goal. Last couple seconds remaining in the penalty to Lucas Kelman. This being now a 1-1 game. There's the face-off. Canadiens take it back down. Guest into the Aces zone. Pass over to Lucas Perez. Perez takes it, takes a shot, wraps it around. Can't quite get it cleared. Back into the neutral zone by the Aces. Taking it deep into the Canadiens' end. Perez there to try and snag it with Guest. Guest fires it across over to Rowan. Rowan heading up with Gray. Fires it across to Guest. Perez tries the center. Can't quite get it over to Perez. Perez has it stuck in the corner. Over to Rowan. Rowan fires it. There's the battle in the back corner as it heads over to Perez. Perez tries to go for the centering pass. Can't quite get control of it as it heads back into the neutral zone. Quick shot deep down into the Canadiens' end. Declan puts a quick little blocker on it. Another quick shot. There's goalie number 1, Declan, putting a glove on that and stopping the game. As both teams do a quick little change and get some fresh bodies on the ice. There's the face-off. Canadiens don't win the draw on that one. Quick shot towards the net, and Declan snags it out of the air. Rob with the face-off again, wins the draw. Bell fires it up into the neutral zone. Can't quite get it out, and there we come down deep into the Aces' end. The goalie puts a glove on her, putting a stoppage in play. There's the face-off. Rob wins the draw, heads back to Ram. Ram with the puck up to the point. Bell takes a quick shot. just off the blocker of the goalie. Nicolette is able to keep control of it as it heads back towards the point, into the neutral zone, where Meslo loses the puck and it heads back into the Canadiens' end of the ice. Meslo and Ram fighting for the puck in the corner. Rob there to help out. Gets freed up and the Aces take it towards the goalie. Can't make anything happen with that one, and there's a whistle on the play. And there's Merrick Bell getting a 2-minute penalty. Tripping, 2 minutes for Bell late in this first period. As we hold strong with a 1-1 score. Asamoah for the face-off, wins the draw. Gray fires it over into the corner. Guest heading up to the puck, can't quite get control of it as the Aces take it in towards the net. Quick shot. Asamoah gets tripped up right in front of the net. Gray back in behind. Pass up to the point. Quick shot. Up and over the shoulder, back into the corner, and Christensen's right there to go after the puck, putting the pressure for the Aces to try and force the play. Centering pass, can't quite make it to the net. Gray fires it. Clears the zone as it heads deep into the Aces' end. Asamoah right there going after that play. Heads back up through the neutral zone. Kellman and Meslo right there to put a stop on that one as it heads towards the net. Meslo picks it up. Fires it back into the neutral zone. Meslo with the shot deep into the Aces' end. Kellman right there. Put the pressure on. Jahari over in the corner. Can't quite get the puck as it heads back into the Canadiens' end of the ice. Quick shot on net, and there's the goal for the Aces. Another shorthanded goal. Making this a 2-1 game for the Aces. That's an unfortunate goal, but it happens in these games. Nice little ring dinger over the corner. There's the face-off. So it gets fired back down into the Aces' end, and there's the icing call. As we head back down to the Canadiens' end of the ice for the face-off. With the face-off. Doesn't quite win it. He gets a quick shot on net, and Declan's able to put a stop to that play. Declan Lawler coming back to this first game in the last couple of weeks where he's been off sick. Canadiens battling to get it to the neutral zone. Kellman can't quite keep control of it. Fires it over to Gray. Gray back over to Christensen. Quick little regroup up to Jahari. Jahari battling to try and keep it. And can't quite keep it as it heads back in behind the net of the Canadiens. Gray back there with the quick hit. Up to Christensen. Shoots it across over to... Oh, and there's a nice big hit by Christensen in the corner. Back to Jahari. Jahari goes after it. Gray. And the Canadiens on the rush as they take a huge hit going in. Kellman just gets plastered right in front of the penalty box. Jahari in behind the net as they battle for the puck. Aces take control of it. Meslo just misses the check as it heads back down deep into the Canadiens' ace with a huge rush. Shot and miss off the blocker. Meslo battling for the puck. Perez is able to pick it up, take control of it as he heads back into the neutral zone. Little dipsy doodle through the neutral zone into the Aces' end. Centering pass. Oh, it just narrowly misses it. Rowan can't quite get control of the puck. up to the point. Perez with the shot into the corner. Rowan takes control again. Back to Perez. Perez chips it up to the point. Remeslo takes the chip. Can't make anything happen with it. Stuck right in front with Rob. Goalie's got his legs over it, and that's a stop and play. Couple of great scoring opportunities there as the Canadians continue to battle. But the Aces are prevailing, keeping this a 2-1 game. There's the face-off, won by Guest. Guest takes control of it. Over to the corner, can't quite get on top. Nicolette back to try and pick that puck up. Nicolette centering pass, back up to the point. Into the neutral zone as the Aces go for a 2-on-2 rush. Shot towards the net, and Declan couldn't quite get a glove, and there it is. There's the stop and play. As we head to the corner for another face-off. And Lawler looks like he's just fixing his helmet while they're getting themselves organized here. Whistle. Guest wins the draw as it gets fired back in behind the net. Quick shot, and there's the end of the first period, ending it with a 2-1 lead for the Aces as we head into our first intermission. And the second period is going to be brought to you by Hennex Technologies, proud sponsor of the Pacific Canadians. Remember to take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to like and subscribe to the Facebook page, where you'll be able to watch live events, see all the more recent activities. Here we go, 20 minutes on the clock, round 2 just about to begin. Kalman taking the face-off. There we go, couldn't quite keep control of it as the Aces get the puck right out of the gate. Christensen tries to chip it back up. Asamosa with a fire into the neutral zone. Tedesco right on top of it as it heads back to Kalman. Kalman shoots it back in behind the net. Christensen and Asamosa back to try and pick that puck up. The Aces manage to stake it just before he gets the chance. Gray in the back corner with Kelman. There's the shot, trickles just past the skate of the goalie, and Lawler couldn't quite see where that puck was coming from. Gray fires it back up to the point where Tedesco skates it to the neutral zone, heads back deep into the Aces end of the ice. And there's the shot deep into the Canadians behind the net. Bell for the puck. Skates it up, back to the neutral zone. Gets tagged up in front of the Aces penalty box. Rowan fires it across. Bell right there at the point. Perez deep in the back with the puck, wraps around in behind the net, back up to the point where Meslo and Rowan are going to try and keep that in. Over into the corner, back up to the point for Bell. Quick shot, chips off the pads of the goalie into the corner with Perez. Perez there to pick it up, chips it up to the point where Meslo is right there ready to go. Fires it quick, can't quite make something happen with it. Rowan loses his stick right in front of the net as the Aces come charging back to the neutral zone, and Bell manages to stag that puck away. Tosses it over to Guess where he goes back in, and the Canadians regroup real quick. Fires it back up to the neutral zone. Rowan didn't quite see that puck, wasn't ready for it, but nonetheless manages to take control. And there's the whistle on the play as there's a holding call, as Rowan is going to get 2 minutes to start the second period. So he heads off the ice with 2 minutes for holding. Rob back to take the face-off. Win for the Canadians as Rob's right there to try and pick it up. Can't quite get it, but Christensen's there to answer with Tedesco. Tedesco frees that puck up and heads back and fires it deep into the far end of the Aces ice. Tedesco right on the coattails as they battle deep into that zone. Aces coming up with a hard rush into the Canadians' end of the ice. Christensen steals the puck away, gets freed up with a quick shot against net, and Lawler puts a glove on it. Both teams with a quick change-up of their forwards. Nicolette back to take the face-off. There's the face-off, doesn't quite win it, but Nicolette up to the point to try and snag it. Over into the corner with Gray, back in behind the Canadians' net. Christensen right there. Quick shot from up the point. Wraps it around. Nicolette, Christensen heading in deep. Quick rush. Fires it across with a centering pass and couldn't quite make the pass. The Aces return the favor and head straight back to the neutral zone and deep into the Aces or the Canadians' end of the ice. Aces in the corner. Meslo right there to try and put a stop to it. Fire towards the net. Christensen puts a skate in front. Quick shot up and over the net. Tries to do a centering pass. Can't quite make anything happen with that one. Aces take it back towards. Fire across. Couldn't quite connect with their players. Meslo and Christensen right there to put a stop to the play. Meslo fires her up. As Nicolette's able to tap that up forward. Sorry, Asamoah was able to tap that forward. And the Aces come back for the attack. Quick shot. Canadians manage to keep it away from the goalie. The pressure is on. A couple of seconds remaining in this penalty. And Canadians are back to full strength as Rowan heads in hard. There's a delayed penalty on the call, and there it is. Quick stop. And we're going to get an interference call. Looks to me like Gray's back there to try and discuss it with the refs to determine what's going on, but it looks like Rowan's about to get a 2-minute interference call. As he got tripped up on the goalie as they were trying to go in. Is that 2 or 4? 2? 2? Sorry, just confirming that was a 2-minute penalty to Rowan for interference. Bell with the puck. Battles to try and get it cleared. Can't quite get his stick on it. As it gets fired towards Lawler. And Lawler puts a stop to that one. And the Aces are going to get a penalty, making this a 4-on-4 game. As number 26 for the Aces has a couple of exchanged words with Kelman. Kelman bit his tongue, kept himself out of that box, as this becomes a 4-on-4 game for a good minute and a half. There's the face-off. The Canadians win it. Guess fires it across over to the corner. Guest fires it up to Bell. Bell fires it back towards Guest. Back into the net where Perez is right there to try and grab it. Guest grabs it. Centering pass. Battle for the puck right in front of the goalie. Goalie's lost the stick. And there's the whistle on the play. Lost his glove as well. Lawler is doing well this evening. First game back in a while since being sick. And there's the face-off as they head back in behind the net. Ace is coming in on the charge. Lawler shoots it over into the corner. Ace is right after it. Can't quite get a puck on it. Perez is back there to pick it up. Takes it in behind the net. Back up in towards the neutral zone. Heads on through on a nice big rush. As he heads in deep into the Aces end. Centering pass. Can't quite make it happen. Perez back over in the corner. Guest after it. Little bit of ping pong. And the Aces are able to settle the puck down. Kelman with the face-off. And it looks like they're having a little bit of difficulty with the Canadians' door. Yeah, it looks like a broken gate. They're just trying to keep control of it. There we go. Kelman with the face-off. Wins the draw as it gets on back. Press over to Meslo. Meslo takes a shot and fires it into the corner. Nice little shove in the corner. Rowan fires it across. Meslo takes the shot. Can't quite make it happen. Up to Bell. Bell fires it. Quick little tip. Couldn't quite get it. Bouncing in front of the goalie. And the Aces grab control of that puck and head back through the neutral zone as it gets fired deep into the Canadians' end of the ice. Meslo back to retrieve the puck, quickly battles for it in the corner. Kelman there to help him out and take the puck. Bell there to try and help out. David Lopez gets the puck. So it gets shot across from Meslo up to Lopez. Lopez up to Rowan. And Rowan skates it in hard. So he gets tackled just going in. And there's the icing call as it heads back down towards the Canadians' end. The refs having a quick little discussion with the coach from the Aces. Yes, ready for the face-off. There's a face-off. Guest wins it. Fires it back to Christensen. Christensen over from the point. Back over to Perez. Perez fires it towards the net. Can't quite make it in. Back up to Christensen. Back to Perez. As the Canadians dipsy doodle back in behind the net. Perez back to Guest. Guest over to Rowan. Rowan to Perez. Perez to Rowan. Back to Perez, who loses the puck and it heads back into the neutral zone as they skate back to try and recover this. Regroup. Christensen fires to Perez. Perez chips it. Christensen fires it up. Guest with the puck heads to the neutral zone. They can't seem to get control of this puck as Rowan gets tripped up and it gets fired back, and Lawler with the glove save. Settling this one down as the Canadians do a quick little change-up. Hopefully get some fresh bodies on this. Still a 2-1 game for the Aces. Rob with the face-off, wins the draw. Meswell back to try and retrieve it as it gets chipped up, and Lawler puts a quick stop to it again. Rob with the face-off, wins the draw again. Back to Meslow. Meslow fires it up. Quick shot from the point as Lawler is able to put a puck or glove on it. Another quick stop and play on that one. And Rob with the face-off again, wins the draw. Back to Bell. Bell wraps in behind the net and tosses it up. Nicolette narrowly misses it as they head deep into the Aces' end. Rowan laying on the big hit. Sorry, that was Ram laying on that big hit. Back in through the Canadians' end of the ice. Meslow chips it up. Couldn't quite get it cleared out as it heads into the corner. Bell picks it up. Ram with the puck. And there's a quick stop. There's number 16 that's going to skate off the ice after hitting the boards in the corner. Got tripped up and took a little bit of a headshot against the boards. Definitely shooken up, but seems to be okay. As they head just outside the Canadian zone to take the next faceoff. Ram with the successful one on that one. Meslow back to try and put a stop to it. Can't get control of it. Heads over to Ram. Ram chips it up to the point. Point fires straight across Lawler's shoulder into the corner of Meslow's right there to try and take control of it, and Lawler puts a glove on her. Kalman in for the face-off. Wins the draw. Back into the corner where Gray is there to pick it up. Chips it up towards Tedesco, who tries to skate it out. Can't quite get control of it. Christensen back to try and pick it up. Shoots it across to Gray. Gray chips it towards the front. Meslow just misses the pass. Over to Asamosa. Asamosa chips it through the neutral zone. Tedesco right on top of it as they head deep into the Aces' end of the ice. Asamosa in the back corner gets tripped. No call on that play. Cross up to Asamosa in the neutral zone. Christensen chips it, and it unfortunately heads just outside into the penalty box. So whistle's called on that play. Again, here we go with Guest taking the next face-off just outside the Canadians' end of the ice. Wins the draw as it heads back into the Canadians' end. Christensen back to retrieve the puck. Chips it forward up to Jahari. Jahari fires it across the neutral zone. Can't quite get it clear as it heads back deep for Christensen to pick it up. Fires it and clears it. Lopez skating hard deep into the Aces end, wraps around and makes a good hit in the corner. Gray from the point chips it back towards. Can't quite keep control of it as it heads back to the neutral zone. Gray picks it up. Meslow fires it through. And both teams are going to get a quick change on the defensive side here. Meslow from the point, fires. And Lopez trying to make something happen here. Meslow fires it back down deep as it wraps fast around the net. Back towards the net. Up to the point. Aces are putting the pressure on as they head back through the neutral zone, heading deep into the Canadiens' end of the ice. Bell back to try and retrieve that one in the back corner. Fights for it. Guest there to help him out. So they get that freed up and it heads back in behind. Guest heads over. Fires it up to the neutral zone. Rowan chases it deep. And there's a whistle on the play as the Canadiens are going to get an icing call. Rob back to take the face-off. And unfortunately it doesn't win the draw on that one as it gets shot up to the point for the Aces. Back into the corner. Quick shot towards net. It gets tied up in a bunch of skates. Rob manages to sneak the puck out of there. Can't quite get it. Christensen up to Rob. Rob, again tangled in the skates, gets it up into the neutral zone as Perez skates it in deep. Rowan fires it towards the net. And Gray is right there to try and put a stop, but it gets tipped up over a stick as the Aces are going to get an offside. Rob there for the face-off. Loses the draw on that one as it heads back out, and the Aces take control of it as it tangles around. Perez takes it in deep, loses it on his way in. Unfortunately, luckily enough, Rowan's right there to pick it up. Rob and Rowan fighting for it right in front of the net. Quick shot up and around. Perez in the corner fighting for the puck. Can't quite get control of it as it gets chipped up into the neutral zone. Meslow and Bell heading back to try and retrieve that one. Bell wraps around there. Misses the hit. Skates it hard deep in towards the opposite end. Chips it across and gets tangled up. Shot and hits the post. Kelman with the puck, fighting to try and get something with it. So it gets fired over into the corner. Nicolette right there to try and grab it. Perez over to Gray. Gray to Christensen. Christensen shoots it in. As Kelman chases after it. Gets fired back up in through the neutral zone as it heads into the Canadiens' end of the ice. 2-on-1, trickles across, just narrowly misses the net. Gray there to take the big hit in the corner with Kelman retrieving the puck and going deep. As they continue to battle in that neutral zone, Gray brings her back as they try to regroup. Fires it across to Christensen, back to Gray. Missing the pass, and the Aces take control as they head in deep. Quick shot on net. And they're able to put a stop to that play. And the Aces try to have a couple of words to stir up some fire in Kelman, but Kelman is just not going to answer back. Guess back to take the face-off. Canadians are really struggling with the gates on their bench today. As face-off, Guest isn't able to win that one as it gets fired back in behind the net. Meslo tries to go back and get it and gets taken out. Guest right there to try and get after it. Tedesco picks it up, fires it up to the neutral zone. Asamoah there to pick it up and skate her into the Aces end. Gets tripped up. Guest there to try and recover it. Fires it across towards the net. Aces take control of that puck. Meslo tries to keep it in and can't quite get it as it chips by the Aces. Heads on back down deep where Guest is there to try and help out with Tedesco. Gets it freed up into the corner. Guest there. Meslo tries to keep it in as it gets shot hard deep into the Canadians' end of the ice for the icing call. A few minutes remaining left in this period as the Aces and the Canadians are holding strong on shots on net. And these goalies are keeping the game going. The score of 2-1 for the Aces. The face-off gets lost by the Canadians as it heads back on down into the Canadians' end. Gray chips it to the corner. Can't quite clear it out of the zone. Aces able to keep that back in. Christensen in the back. Guest there to help out. Tosses it up to Asamoah. Asamoah takes it into the Aces end. Fires on net. Can't quite get it in. They battle for it in the corner. Guest tries to get it freed up and keep it in the zone. Does so, and then it gets chipped out by the Aces. Aces take it through the neutral zone, head into the Canadians' end of the ice. Gray in the corner, chips it to Guest. Guest skates her on through the neutral zone, fires her on net, just wide. Aces bringing it back through. Christensen right there, takes a shot from the point, and it does nothing. Quick wraparound. Gray's there to try and put a stop on it. There's the whistle on the play as the Aces are going to get a penalty. Number 8. Two minutes for cross-checking. They head down into the Aces end of the ice for the face-off. And that's the end of the period. That's going to give the Canadians an opportunity to start this third period off on a power play. As both teams are going to take a quick stop to have a conversation with the coaches. And we'll return shortly with round number 3 of the Canadians versus the Aces, live from Abbotsford Summit Center. Access System Group of Companies, proud sponsor of the Pacific Canadians, industry leader in both security access control, data and telecommunications. Quick little shout out to some of our other sponsors of the game. Coastal Blue Media has done a fabulous job supporting the team and doing a lot of the graphics and helping with the social media. And a more recent join to the team is Scotiabank, another proud sponsor of the Pacific Canadians. As we head into the third period.
Doesn't it? Are we playing under 15? Fine.
Keeping this a 2-1 game for the Aces. There's the face-off, starting us on a power play. Back to Gray. Gray fires it over to Rowan. Rowan back to Gray. Gray chips it up towards the center, and Guest is able to pick that one up. Heads on deep. Back up to the point to Rowan. Rowan fires it. Can't quite get it. Perez picks up the rebound. Just narrowly missing, hitting the pads. Centering pass up to Gray. Gray chips it across to Rowan, and they lose it right at the neutral zone as they've got a 2-on-no-one. And there's a delayed penalty on the call. As Rowan's going to skate off 2 minutes for slashing. The Canadians were able to avoid getting a penalty or a goal on that one, but it's going to get 2 minutes for slashing, making this a 4-on-4 game for about a minute and a half. Oh, it looks like Perez is also going to get a penalty as he skates off the ice and gets 2 minutes for poor sportsmanship. And the Aces are going to have the man advantage, 4-on-3. Quick shot on net, and Lawler is able to chip it, and it goes up and over the netting. Out of play. There's the face-off. The Canadians losing the puck on that one as the Aces take control. Quick fire across the net. Quick shot, hits the blocker. Christensen right there to try and put a stop on it. Kelman out in front trying to put a stop as well as it gets deflected up and into the netting of the Canadians' end. And here come the Canadians. Odd man rush, can't quite get it in. Lopez with the puck, keeps it in the Aces' end of the ice, fires it and heads back to the neutral zone as the Aces are forced to regroup. Quick chip back up, Lopez right there to answer the call again. Gets it freed away from the Aces. As they head back down deep into the Canadians, quick shot, back and hits the boards, back around the net, into the corner. And the Aces are able to just barely keep it in. Quick shot across. Christensen fires it over to Lopez. Lopez clears it full length of the ice as it heads on down into the Aces' end. And they're able to get a couple of players switched out. Kelman and Meslow back on, and there's Kelman getting a penalty. He's going to get 2 minutes for tripping. That was a very, very obvious tripping call as he sticks his stick out and sends one of the Aces flying right in the neutral zone in front of the ref. Not a good penalty to take this late in the game. As the seconds wind down to the penalty against the Aces, heading back to full strength as we now have a 5-on-3. Aces regroup and take it back through the neutral zone. Canadians doing everything they can to try and stay on top of every one of the Aces players as they fire it back and forth deep in the Canadians' end. Up to the point. Quick shot. Lawler gets a grip on that and puts a stop to it as Rowan gets back onto the ice. Well, out a little too soon. He's got 1 second left in his penalty. Face off. Rowan back on the ice. Fires it towards, and Declan's able to put a quick stop to that one. As now we are going to have 5-on-4. Canadians losing the draw on that one as it heads back up into the neutral zone. They were able to chip it back in. Quick shot on net. Up and over the shoulder. Nicolette over in the corner. Doesn't do anything with the puck and ends up losing it to the Aces. Aces will shoot it across. Another quick shot across from the point over and doesn't make anything happen. Nicolette gets it squared away as they head in deep. Tries to center it up. Tedesco getting tripped up. As they head back into the Aces end of the ice, fires it across the opposite side. Christensen there to try and stop it. A little bit of a dipsy doodle right in front of the net. Tedesco right on top, putting the pressure on. Gray into the corner. Fire on net. Christensen laying on a nice hit in the back behind the net. There's a quick shot against Declan. Declan puts a stop on it. Christensen into the corner. Fires it across from the point. Quick shot. And they're able to keep it in. So they bounce back and forth, and the seconds wind down remaining in this penalty. Quick shot. Lawler gets the pad on it. Nicolette in the corner. Shoots it the length of the ice. Great job, Nicolette, firing it down, giving the relief that the Canadians need to get a quick change as Kelman gets ready to come back on the ice. And a quick shot in the back corner. Perez back to try and grab that puck. And Kelman's back on, bringing the team back to full strength as Rob takes it, the Ram takes it deep into the Canadian or the Aces side. Up to Mezzo in the neutral zone. Can't quite get control of it. And there's the whistle. As we're going to get there's going to be a hooking call on the play. And can it be? The Canadians are going to get a power play for all 2 minutes. As the Aces, number 33, takes a hooking call. Rowan over to Lopez. Lopez fires it up to Gray. Gray can't quite get a hold of it. Guest takes it to the point, fires it in. Lopez just misses it as it gets shot full length of the ice. Gray skates back to try and pick it up. Guest with the puck, skating her out. And gets tangled up right by the point. Back to Guest. Guest fires it towards Lopez. Lopez centering. Nobody there to pick it up though. Gray into the back corner. Perez back up to Gray, and Gray's out of position, and unfortunately it heads back into the neutral zone. Guest is able to pick the puck back up. Fires it across to Lopez in the neutral zone. Lopez takes it over to Rowan. Rowan ends up missing it, and it heads back into the Canadians' end of the ice where Guest is right there to put a stop to it. Perez with the puck. Fires it across ice to Rowan. Rowan skates it in. The Canadians go back on the attack from the point to Gray. Over. Quick shot. Perez just misses as it gets fired right back down the length of the ice. Declan shoots it across to Gray. Gray back over to Guest. Guest fires it up the length into the neutral zone and can't quite get it. And Christensen with the puck through the neutral zone, skates into the Aces end of the ice. Quick shot by Jahari. And back out she goes as the Canadians skate back to retrieve it. Asamoso back there to grab it. Quick shot up to Christensen. Christensen skates it back into the Aces. Fires on net. And up and out of play as the goalie for the Aces is able to put a stick on it and chip it up into the netting. Both teams getting a change of players. There's the drop. Aces win the draw. It bounces across. Ram can't quite get a hold of it. Bell keeps it in. Chip back over to Meslo. Meslo skates back to try and grab it as it heads into the back corner. Aces manage to snag it and force it over to the point. Ram's there to pick it up. Fires it across. Nicolette couldn't quite get a stick on it. As the Aces head back in, Ram fighting for the puck. Takes it in behind the net. Quick little chip up to Nicolette. Nicolette can't quite get his puck on it either, or his stick on it either. As there's a whistle on the play. Looks like a headshot. And the Aces are getting called. As they skate off, getting 2 minutes for a headshot. Number 26 of the Aces. Late in this third period. Kelman wins the draw on that one. Aces take control of it right away. Perez back to try and answer for it. Over to the corner where Rob's right there to try and grab it. Fires it up to the point. Gray over to Rowan. Rowan fires it at the net and just narrowly misses it at Christensen. Skates over to try and grab it. Passes to Gray. Gray chips it to Rowan. Rowan from the point fires it across over to Christensen. Back to Rowan. Rowan fires it across over to, and there's the goal by Gray as he manages to just deflect Rowan's shot, putting it just in behind the goalie, making this a 2-2 game. Tying it up for the shorthanded goal. That was a quick shot from the point from Rowan with Gray deflecting it right in behind the goalie's back. There's the face-off. Canadians answering right back with Lopez going right after it. Another quick shot towards the net. Can't quite make it happen. Back to the neutral zone as they head in deep into the Canadians' end of the ice. And there's the shot on net. Lawler putting his pads right closed on top of that puck, putting a stop in play. Guest in for the face-off. Wins the draw. Canadians are able to get back. Meslo quickly with the puck. Fires it across. Gets in, jammed in behind the net. Lawler tries to get a stick on it. Can't quite get it, but Meslo's there to push it out towards the corner. Guest back. Centering pass up. Gets knocked away. And then from the point, a quick shot with pads. Canadians are not letting this go in. They do everything they can to try and get it clear from the zone. Guest over to the corner as Rowan chips it up. And there's the icing call. Number one goalie for the Aces has done a spectacular job this evening, putting down a lot of the stops in play that are coming from the Canadians. Asamosa with the puck as they head into the neutral zone. Quickly gets turned around and it heads back in behind the net. Over to the corner for Asamosa. Asamosa fires it across over to Gray. Gray taps it up into the neutral zone where Rob's right there to pick up the puck. Fires it across. Nicolette with the shot on net. Couldn't quite make it happen. Gray tries to pick up the rebound. Couldn't quite get it either. Meslo keeps it in over to Rob. Rob fires it back to Nicolette in behind the net, who takes a couple of quick hits from Rob right there to snag it. Back up to the point for Gray over to Asamosa. as it wraps the entire length of the ice behind the net, and they head out of the neutral zone and into the Canadiens' end. Quick shot, and there's Declan with the glove save. Kelman in for the face-off. Loses the draw, but was able to recover it quite quickly as Ram immediately heads back in. Quick turnaround in the neutral zone as it heads back down deep into the ace or the Canadiens' end of the ice. Bell goes back to try and recover it, gets tied up. Quick draw by there, and there's Ram with the puck, fires it in. Aces take it back, fire it out. They're able to keep it in. Tedesco back to try and grab it. Kelman grabs the puck, quick shot on net. Goalie couldn't quite control it, and Tedesco's right there trying to go after it. Ram in the back corner, over to Kelman. Kelman makes the shot and gets deflected up wide into the netting. Guest in for the face-off. And I would say that was a tie for that draw as he gets tied up in the skates. Heads back out into the neutral zone, and the Aces are able to take control of it and go hard into the Canadiens' end. Bell's right there to put a stop to it, forcing him into the back corner. Stays tight with him. Bell picks it up. In behind the net. Tries to get it cleared out. Over into the corner where Rowan takes a quick shot and chips it up to the blue line. And immediately gets fired right back down to the Aces. Huge hit. Perez lays on the hit to the Aces. Bell back to go and pick up the puck. Takes it in behind the net and fires it up. Can't quite get it cleared, as the Aces manage to snag the puck quickly and fire it back deep into the corner. Rowan chips it. Fires it the length of the ice as it heads on back down. Gets waved off by... Oh, there's a penalty on the play. And it looks like Perez is probably going to get a tripping call on that one. Oh, he's going to get a slashing call. Perez is going to skate off the ice for that one. A little surprised that the Aces didn't get retaliation penalty on that one, given the fact that he stood right back up, right in the face of Perez, and tried to stir up some more trouble other than just a slashing call. Instead, we're going to have a very late third period penalty against Perez, 2 minutes for slashing. Declan puts a quick stop to that play. Two-two score. Both teams playing hard to try and get a next point on the board. Christensen fires it across in behind the net. Guest skates up hard to try and snag it. Couldn't quite get after it. Gray right there. Wins the puck back and pushes it into the corner, but the Aces quickly steal it back and go in for another shot. Quick shot from the point. Couldn't quite do it. Couldn't get the rebound. Declan snags the puck straight out of the air for a great save. About a minute 20 remaining in the penalty to Perez. There's the face-off up to the point. Rowan down low. And it looks like the Aces are going to get a high stick call. Yes, they are. 2 minutes, high sticking. So the Aces stand there stunned by the fact that he's getting called for high sticking. Trying to question the ref's call as he skates off, making this a 4-on-4 game. There's the face-off. Quick shot, and there's the goal! As Guest buries it back in. Sorry, correction, that was Tedesco. Buries the puck in behind the net. That goalie did not have any opportunity as the Canadians respond with a goal late in this third period, making this a 3-2 game. There's the face-off. As it heads back down deep into the Aces' end of the ice. Tedesco going after it yet again. Rowan forcing that pass. Fighting to get that puck. Can't quite get it as the Aces go back up. Fire it through the neutral zone. And take it on in to the Canadians' end of the ice. Meslow there trying to make the hit. Can't quite get the hit. Over to Rowan. Fires it back down deep. Aces keep control of it. Meslow straight on top of him. Quick shot towards the net and can't quite make it happen. Bell back to try and grab it. Frees the puck up with a nice little hit in the corner. Tries to chip it forward and gets it up to Rowan, who immediately gets taken down. Tedesco with the puck again, coming in hard. Takes the shot and couldn't quite make it happen. Lopez tries to snag it back as well and ends up getting tied up as it heads back through the neutral zone into the Canadians' end of the ice as both teams get a quick change. Lopez with the puck, fires it. Up to the point, tries to get it in, quite can't make it happen. Kelman back trying to get the puck. Up to the point, through the neutral zone. Lopez with the puck, fires it at the net, hits the pads. Shot after shot after shot. Perez back on the ice. The Canadians getting a power play for a good 25 seconds in this third period. Gray with the puck in behind the net as the Canadians regroup and get ready for the breakout. Fires it across ice up to Kelman. Kelman in the neutral zone. Can't quite control the puck, but is able to chip it up into the Aces side of the ice. As the Aces quickly try to regroup. Lopez there putting the pressure on. Kelman back to get it. Christensen tries to fire it, ends up getting it deep into the zone, and there's the quick whistle on the play as they get an icing call. As the Aces pull their goalie for the last couple of seconds of this third period as they're going to do the face-off at the blue line. Trying to get that extra attacker on the ice. Timeout Aces. 3-2. They pulled their goalie. Get their extra attacker on there. Hopefully they can try and make something happen, but my money is on the Canadians. Doing everything they can to win this game. Declan has done a superb job. Both goalies in this game have done a fabulous job doing what they can to keep the puck out of the back of the net. As we wind down the last couple of seconds. Rob back to take the face off. Canadians win the draw. Meslow fires it back up to the point. Can't quite get it. Oh, it does clear the zone. And the Canadians put the pressure on. Kelman gets back to snag the puck. There's the shot. It gets deflected and doesn't quite make it in. Kelman skates back to try and make something happen. The Aces are doing everything they can to try and clear this zone. And there's the shot from Kelman over into behind the net. Nicolette back to try and snag it. Quick shot from Kelman again. And there's the game. Canadians take it. 3-2. Tedesco with the winning goal this evening. So the Canadians are able to end this weekend with a 2-game win against the Aces. One against them at Planet Ice in Coquitlam, and now here in Summit Center in Abbotsford. Canadians go home with a win. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again for watching and tuning in to the Pacific Canadians TV live from Summit Center in Abbotsford, British Columbia.